What's going on, guys? Genesis Rally, the podcast. Nick, what episode is it? We didn't even talk about that before we started.
11?
11?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Sure. Episode 11. Welcome to episode 11. We've had a lot of stuff going on, but not a lot of podcasting going on lately because we've been busy. But is this the first one of the new year?
No, we've done one already.
Have we?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
We did start something new this year, and I don't know that we talked about it a whole lot, but we did Sprint 1. That was sold out. That was awesome.
Yeah. For those that are not aware, the sprints are, basically a half-day run. Boomerangs are a full day. That's start and end in the same area. And sprints, we just start somewhere and end somewhere else, but they're quick and they're cheap and they're a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. It was just it's all about the roads with those. We Nick and I go out and we hand pick the roads that we choose to do for those routes. And we went up to the lighthouse in Amelia Island, and it was awesome. And I think one of the biggest hits that day was the walkie-talkie, man.
Yeah, something new we started doing was we use Zello as a walkie-talkie app, and man, it was great because you can send messages, you can send pictures, you can send voice messages. It's really cool, and everyone seemed to really enjoy that aspect of the sprint.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we did Sprint 1, and we told everyone, we were like, look, if it sells out, we'll go ahead and announce Sprint 2, and it sold out like that. So we went ahead and we announced Sprint 2, which is still over a month away. It's 1 month from this Saturday, right? Yeah. 1 month from this Saturday. And we're going to meet at the St. Augustine Distillery, and that place is awesome. It's connected to the old ice plant, and we own the parking lot that day, and we're going to have 45 cars and get to tour the facility and everything, and then from there we're going to hit the road and we're going to rally down to Ormond Beach and do the scenic loop down there. And Nick and I drove that together, and again handpicked these roads and everything. It was awesome. If you've never driven it before, you're going to love it. I mean, there's some people that you tell them about it and they're like, oh yeah, we drive that all the time. We love that. It's such a beautiful drive. And there's other people like me. I'm born and raised in Florida. I'd never heard of the freaking route before, ever. And it's awesome. So you guys are going to love that. That is also sold out at 45 cars. But now there's the big one.
Well, hang on one second. Before we move off of Sprint 2, some of you are going to hear this at the driver meeting, but when we went and drove it, there were 4 cops hiding in the woods in these little cutaways that we didn't know they were there until we passed them. So you'll want to be careful. Also, you'll also notice there's a lot of trees that have missing bark about bumper height.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting to see, like, 1 out of every 20 trees along the side of the road are missing bark bumper height. So
they've been clipped.
Yeah.
So it's a tight route, but it's
really cool.
It's really cool.
There's some really cool scenic shots there. So
all right. 1 second you're on A1A and there's like literally sea spray hitting the car. In fact, we had to pull over and wipe off the camera that we had mounted to the front of the car. And the next second you're driving, I don't want to say swampy. That doesn't sound pretty, but kind of swampy.
Yeah.
And intercoastal. And then the next second you're like in the sticks, man. You're like in the middle of the woods under canopy covered roads and everything under the trees. It's a beautiful drive. It's got a little bit of everything to offer.
And you're also
after that we'll go get something to eat at what's it called, Nick? Caribbean Jack's.
Yep. And so you're by the boat, the ocean, you're in a swamp, you're in the woods, then you're driving by multi-million-dollar mansions.
Yeah, Nick was hoping to get injured out there that day.
I don't know if that was me, but either way.
Yeah. Also in that area where there's multi-million-dollar homes, there's stop signs that are pretty well hidden.
That's true.
Yeah, I blew through a stop sign at about 30 miles an hour. So just pay attention. It's a beautiful road. It's a beautiful drive, but you really do have to pay attention. And like Nick said, the cops are certainly tucked away back there. But it'll be awesome. It's going to be a good time. But now it's time for the big one.
Yeah.
And we've been teasing this one for about a week. We've got you guys nice and pissed off now, I think. Trying to see what some of the clues were we were posting. I'm looking right now, Nick.
Well, our video that we have set for our Facebook cover photo may automatically start playing. Just so you all know, we didn't do that. We don't know how to stop it. Yeah, right. Because it's annoying to us. So it's got to be annoying to you. But yeah, we posted, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 hints. And the first couple, you guys thought it was fun.
We rattle it off memory right now. But the first thing we posted was a skyline right about twilight. Okay. Mm-hmm. And we put our logo over it and we said something big is coming. And people were like, oh shit, like here they go. What are they doing now? And Jesus freaking chimes in. He goes, that's the Miami skyline, baby.
Nope. And the funny thing is, like, we were both trying really hard to not answer in a way that would give away anything. And I'm the one who was like, nope. Like immediately I was like, God damn it. I already said no to something. This is the first post.
Yeah. And after that, we just posted some eyes, some glowing eyes. And people were like, oh, that looks like an alligator. Maybe we're going to Gainesville to do the drag strip. And someone did guess and say dragon, tail of the dragon, and start questioning that. And we couldn't confirm it. Mm-hmm. And Nick posted a blurry picture of a track that was not a clue at all.
And people guessed what actual track it was, but it's not one that we were going to. Which should throw you all off the scent a little bit. We did the starting line, which is main event, and someone got that immediately. We did a couple of more. There was one that was just jumbled up letters. That was Florida, North Carolina, Georgia.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it was state abbreviations.
That one kind of made some people mad because they're like, "All right, what the hell is this? Come on, guys."
Yeah. So we posted a pair of dice, and my favorite comment of all the hints that somebody replied with was when we posted a picture of the dice with our logo on it. Someone posted from the movie Hangover, Alan standing up in the car, beating on the windshield, going Vegas.
Yeah. So we had some good guesses. Some people nailed every guess we put, no matter how vague it was. But for the
most, at you, Stacy.
Yeah, for the most part, y'all were pretty frustrated, and it was fun to frustrate you all. But it's for a good reason because, man, we've got a freaking good one going here. I mean, I am excited as hell. Just myself to go do this one, let alone, be able to put it together for other people.
It's going to be awesome. We wanted to announce it a couple days earlier, but the teasing had to continue because we were waiting on contracts to get back from certain parties involved and everything. But we're good to go now. We announced it 2 days ago, so by now it is the Road to the Dragon Rally, and it's going to be May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That is 71 days from my voice right now. And it's going to be awesome. And so we've done the boomerangs, we've done sprints with you guys, but this one is going to be just off the chain. It's going to be awesome. In fact, we added this in and we didn't even realize it until right before we announced. It starts May 3rd here in Jacksonville. But on Thursday, May 2nd, we're going to have a pre-party. And it's going to be a chance for you guys to check in and kind of get the registration process out of the way. If you've done events with us before, we try to make it as simple as possible. You show up, we confirm the information that you put in when you registered online, and then you just sign a quick waiver and you're good. But we're going to let people check in Thursday night at our pre-party, which is going to be at Autobahn Indoor Speedway off of I-95 and JTB. Everyone who does the rally, whether you're a driver or passenger, check in, you get to race 14 laps.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be pretty cool. We keep saying the rally starts on Friday. I mean, to me, it starts on Thursday night.
It's just Thursday night.
It's just you're staying at your own house Thursday night here in town.
Yeah. But it's house. Up to you.
Yeah, either way. But it's going to be a blast at Autobahn. We went in there and we were arranging stuff that we needed, and man, that place is freaking cool. If you've never been there, you're in for a treat. No burnouts in the plaza, in the parking lot. There was one thing.
They pointed that out to us, man.
Yeah, they were like, we've done car stuff here before, and we can't do any burnouts. So no burnouts.
So on that note, I mean, we tell you sons of bitches that every time, and to play nice and play by the rules at these places, but definitely at Autobahn, because he basically led the conversation with that. That being said, the whole reason Genesis Rally is a thing, and the whole reason that it's got the following that it does and the success that it does with you guys, and it's all because of you guys, is because it's all about the cars and it's about driving the cars. That being said, Nick and I have put a lot of work into Road to the Dragon, the rally that's coming up, to make sure that you guys have the right time and the right place to drive the hell out of these things. That you're not going to be damaging property, damaging your vehicle, or just causing havoc. So, was that?
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah. So Thursday night, May 2nd, finish up at work. You'll show up at Autobahn. We'll check you in real quick. We're going to go ahead and give you your rally kit that night. And the rally kits were a huge hit at Speedway Boomerang. When you do our sprints, you get the sprint book, and it's got your route and itinerary and stuff like that. But Speedway Boomerang, those guys will tell you they got Daytona 500 backpacks stuffed with all sorts of freebies and everything. And these rally kits are going to be the best rally kits we've put together so far, with the most stuff in them. And we're going to let you guys get those Thursday night and just race each other and go ahead and get the rally started the right way by hopping in a go-kart with your butt hovering about 2 inches off the freaking pavement and going 50 plus miles an hour.
Yeah, and one thing that's a little bit different with these rally kits versus anyone we've done so far is these are coming with some decals. And they're going to be some pretty badass decals. So you'll be able to put them on your car Thursday night and take your time, or we can do it Friday morning. But, you'll be able to have them for a little while, get them on your car the right way. And it's going to be awesome.
Yep. So you guys will check in and get your rally kits. With your rally kits, like he just told you, you're getting those decals. I can help you with them. You can do them yourself. If we give you decals, they got to be on the car. They got to be on the car, and we may ask you to put certain ones in certain spots and everything, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there at check-in. So Thursday night, you do all that, you go to bed, and you rest up. Don't be partying Thursday night, because Friday morning it starts bright and early at Main Event on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall. And when you guys get there, if you were there Thursday night, you're already checked in, you're good to go. For those that don't go Thursday night, you show up, and we'll get you checked in and your decals put on the car as quick as possible. And you guys have all you can eat breakfast at Main Event. So they're going to have some music playing outside for us. We've got the patio, and you guys are going to have all sorts of breakfast stuff. And go ahead and eat while you can, and eat as much as you can, because when we hit the road, we're going to do more driving than we've ever done on any of our events.
Yeah. And, where we're going from there is, it's pretty cool, but it does take us through Georgia, and the Georgia State Troopers ain't playing games. So just keep that in mind. But where we're going, John, is Speedway Boomerang 1. We went to the Daytona International Speedway, and we did some parade laps. And it was really awesome. Everyone had a great time. This time, we're heading north to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And where we did 3 laps in Daytona, we're doing like 10 laps in Atlanta, and we're going on the bank turns. They're just taking us all around the track. It is going to be awesome.
Yeah, and it's funny, the timing of us announcing this. You said Speedway Boomerang 1, we did Daytona International Speedway. Daytona 500 was last Sunday.
Yeah.
This Sunday, they're in Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
So it's funny, the timing of it, but you're going to get to Main Event, have some all-you-can-eat breakfast, hang out with everybody, check out the cars, and socialize a little bit. Quick driver's meeting, and we're gone, man.
Yep.
We're gonna hit the road. We're gonna stay together at the drivers' meeting. We'll make sure everyone is checked in on our walkie-talkie app that we use, and everyone is logged in to the password-protected channel so that everyone can talk and communicate throughout the whole process. We're gonna hit the road. It's a 6-hour drive to Atlanta Motor Speedway, and it doesn't stop there. After that, we're going back to Main Event, not in Jacksonville. We're going to Main Event in Atlanta, and we're going to have a party there that night. So we'll go, everyone will get their own dinner, everyone will get their own drinks and all that, and everyone is going to get 1 hour of unlimited gameplay at main event that night. So I'm hoping it'll get a little competitive in there, and we'll hang out there. After that, we'll go check into the hotels, and that is the first official night of the Road to the Dragon Rally.
Yeah, and the hotels we've got group deals worked out, so you'll be able to book the hotels, for whichever one you want. We got 2 or 3 the first night reserved, so 2. We got 2 hotels.
Have 2. Yeah,
reserved the first night.
To give you guys an idea, once we do Atlanta Motor Speedway and we go to main event, we're staying in 2 hotels that are over by the Mall of Georgia.
Yeah.
So right there within that area, tons of restaurants, tons of entertainment and stuff like that. But by the time you guys get there, we're going to wear your asses out. By the time you get there, you're going to want to just hit the pillow.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to, because then the next day of the rally starts again bright and early. And even though we have a couple hotels picked out, doesn't matter which one you stay at, we're all going to meet at one hotel the next morning and have a quick driver's meeting. We'll give you fresh routes and fresh itineraries for you to add to your rally books. And what we're going to do that day is drive 3 hours north, about 2.5, 3 hours north to Deals Gap. And we're going to take on the Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah, this is something. It's going to be awesome. 11 miles, over 300 turns.
318.
Oh, that's going to be so awesome.
And it's cutting right through parts of the Smoky Mountains. So the elevation, almost 2,000 feet, 1,988 feet.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And there's going to be a lot of other people there too. So we're going to see some badass cars. They're going to see our badass cars. And we're going to experience something that is world famous, that everyone talks about wanting to do, and only a handful of people have actually done it. It is going to be awesome.
Yep. Bikers do this. I mean, exotic car owners do this. Muscle car people do this. And when we're up there, Nick, now, if you guys are thinking, well, why'd you guys book it that weekend? It's like this every weekend.
Yeah, it doesn't matter when you go.
When it's not winter and the freaking mountains iced over. But what's going to be going on? I mean, there's going to be the Mini Cooper Club.
There's going to be Mini Coopers out there. There's going to be an Audi Quattro group, because it's going to be May 4th. So Quattro, makes sense.
Quattro 4. I see what they did there.
Yeah. There's another club that's going to be
out there. Is it a Porsche club?
It might be a Porsche club. I'm sure there will be a Porsche club out there. I mean, look, if the weather, like you said, if the weather's not terrible, there's going to be probably a dozen car clubs there every day of the week, let alone a weekend. So it'll be busy, but hey, there's going to be a lot of cool ass stuff to look at, and people are going to be looking at us. So it's going to be cool.
Yep. And bikers love this drive too. Again, I mean, you're talking more than 300 turns in 11 miles. It's awesome. It really is. So we're going to wake up day 2, drivers meeting, and we'll probably just grab coffee or quick breakfast, however you guys want to do it that day. We'll figure it out. And then we're going to go do Tail of the Dragon. After that, when we're done with Tail of the Dragon, we're going to drive, what is it, Nick? Another hour and a half?
Yep. Through more windy mountain roads.
Yep. Cut through the mountains a little more, about another hour drive, hour and a half. And we're going to Harrah's Casino, and they've got rooms blocked off for us there. We're going to check in, and they've got parking set aside for us. They know we're coming, and everyone gets a gambling credit. Okay. I mean, not for the whole night. Don't get crazy, but enough to get you started. Everyone, and it's good for table games if you like playing cards or dice or roulette or something like that, and it's good for the machines. And so everyone will get a gambling credit.
And we talked about everyone's got to be 21 or older, and here's why. In North Carolina, you got to be 21 to gamble.
Right.
So where we're going, you have to be 21. They're probably not going to let you in the casino if you're not 21. So, that's why we have the rules we have. Also, the hotel, staying on property, they gave us like $200 off per room or something like that for our group.
Yeah, they really hooked it up, man. And so speaking of hotels, real quick, I told you guys we're staying Mall of Georgia. The hotels are right across the street from the Mall of Georgia, up in Decula, Duluth, wherever the hell it is.
I think Buford or something.
Anyways,
like that.
Mall of Georgia. So the hotels are giving us exclusive rates. So if you are going to go with us, your hotel is not included in the price, but we do have options that are steeply discounted. Now, when it comes to the casino, there's not as much going on up there. We're out of the city. We're in the sticks. We're in the mountains. So there's not as many choices up there. But this is $499 a night.
Yeah.
And our exclusive rate for us, $289.
Yeah. At a badass casino that's practically brand new. It's like 2 years old.
It's a 2-year-old property. It's brand freaking new. 4 or 5 stars. They're giving you a freaking gambling credit. There's bowling alleys on site. There's all sorts of restaurants and coffee shops and everything. I mean, it is a full-blown resort. It's not just a casino. It's a full-blown resort.
Yep. And we got a killer friggin' deal. And they're pumped. They're really excited to have us up there.
Yeah. So on that note, also, I should say, so it's not included in the price, which is why the price is so low, by the way, but it gives you the option if you need to do things on a budget or whatever. If you want to stay with us, we have rooms blocked off. We have a way to access it, but also it gives you the option, if I'm going and my buddy's going, then maybe we room together and save a little money. So that's the reason we did it that way. But that being said, what'll happen is when you go to genesisrally.com, you click on Road to the Dragon and you start booking yourself and signing in and registering for this event, you'll see we have links. It'll say, Atlanta, and here's the hotels, day 2 and North Carolina, and here's the hotel. And what'll happen is you'll click that link and it automatically takes you to a private page, which is owned by the hotel. So you're doing it through them, but it has our special price in there. So we do have that option for you guys, and that's kind of how it works. And that's why we did it the way that we did it.
Yeah, I mean, it really just opens up the flexibility. I mean, if my parents were to go on this, for instance, they would want to book using their Marriott reward points. They'd want to find a Marriott close by to where we're going and stay there. So it gives you guys the options to stay where we're staying, stay where you want to stay together, do whatever you need to do, but it just keeps it way more affordable and way easier for everybody. If we just can give you the links, you can stay there or not, you pick and choose. It's just the flexibility is what's really the key to this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So you got a pre-party the night before on Thursday, May 2nd. You'll need to take off work. It's a 3-day weekend that we're doing this, that you'll need to do. So take off work on Friday. Thursday night after work, pre-party, you'll get to do some races. We leave Friday, and you'll get all-you-can-eat breakfast. You'll get to do Road Atlanta. You'll get to play games and party at main event that night, and then we'll get checked into the hotel next day. Drivers meeting, Tail of the Dragon. And by the way we time this out, we'll be done with Tail of the Dragon by about lunchtime. So the plan is we're going to drive Tail of the Dragon, get something to eat, and then we're going to let that food digest while we drive an hour to the casino. And then we're just going to park it the rest of the day. So you'll have all afternoon and all night to hang out at the resort and do all that stuff. If you want to hop in the car and go do more driving, you go do that. There's some badass drives up there, man. But that's the plan. So the next day you wake up, again, we're going to have a quick driver's meeting for the last day. We're going to give you your final route and itinerary and everything. And the plan is that day we're going to start early because we're 2 hours from Atlanta. So that day we're going to hit the road together and rally down to Atlanta, and we're going to the famous Caffeine and Octane. If it sounds familiar, it's because it's a freaking TV show. You think Cars and Coffee's fun here in Jacksonville, and you get, on a good day, 300-400 cars showing up there at the Avenues Mall. Wait till you see Caffeine and Octane. Every single month, they have more than 2,000 vehicles in attendance and more than 15,000 spectators in attendance, which is why they got a freaking TV show.
Yep. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll in as a big-ass group, all with Genesis Rally decals on their car. We're going to be there fashionably late, parking together, making a big scene. So It's going to be awesome. We're going to see some really, really, really badass cars at this thing. And we will definitely be a point of interest for many people as well. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So we are 71 days out to Road to the Dragon, and registration opens up tomorrow, Friday, the 22nd at noon. So
an early bird
pricing on that.
Yep.
What's that?
No, I was gonna say early bird pricing, but that's where you're getting to.
Yeah, the pricing on that for early bird, which will be limited, for a driver, you and your car, $275, and you get everything we just talked about. You're going to get the exclusive rates at all the properties along the way. You're going to get 4 states in 3 days. You're going to get to do the races at Autobahn. You're going to get to do all-you-can-eat food at main event. You're going to get to do the unlimited games for an hour at the other main event. You're going to get Atlanta Motor Speedway, Tail of the Dragon, Harrah's Casino, and Caffeine and Octane in downtown Atlanta. It's going to be awesome. A passenger, only $75.
Yep.
It's going to be awesome, guys. So we're already working with Main Event. They want to give us decals also to put on the car. We're working with Harrah's. They want to give us decals to put on the car. So you guys are going to get full-blown vinyl kits that are going to go on your cars. Again, we're not going to say what we're working on for these rally kits, but you're going to get some pretty nice stuff in these rally kits. Mm-hmm. And if you did Speedway Boomerang, everybody loved it. And that's why we booked it again for this year so quickly, because everyone loved it and wanted to do it again. We told you multiple times in this podcast, and we've talked to people, and you guys have talked to each other, and you know things happen that aren't planned that make the memories. And we keep using the example that we got to a freaking gas station right before Daytona International Speedway, and everyone was just smiling and high-fiving and laughing and everything. If you loved the Boomerang, if you loved Sprint 1 because of the beautiful roads, I'm telling you right now, Road to the Dragon is going to be badass. It's going to be faster. It's going to be more scenic. It's going to be more intense. It's going to be more exciting. It's going to be more driving than anything we've done before. Every time we do this, it's getting more and more fun and more involved. And like I said, Sprint 1, we started the walkie-talkie thing, and we thought, maybe people want to talk, maybe they don't. The walkie-talkie didn't shut up the whole freaking time. You guys are talking smack to each other and laughing, and freaking pictures are coming in left and right and videos. It was just awesome. So Road to the Dragon is 71 days out. It's 4 states in 3 days. It's a shit ton of driving, but we have to close registration on April 19th, which is 57 days out.
Mm-hmm. So request off Friday, May 3rd from work. And when we put this thing for sale tomorrow, which is Friday the 22nd, go ahead and lock in your spot, especially if you want the early bird pricing, because there's only so many spots available for it. And then once that's
we're getting
done,
a lot of messages too. People are like, when's it go on sale? I need to get my spot. When's it go on sale?
Yeah. And here's the thing. Sprint 2 is it's sold out in like 8 days or something. Yeah, it was not very long. And granted, this is a little bit different than Sprint 2, but we still have people today. It's been sold out for like 2 weeks now. Still today, people are asking us, are there any open spots? How do we get in on this? I can't believe I missed it. You're not going to want to miss this rally. Road to the Dragon is going to be so badass. And once it gets to a certain point, we have to shut it down. So, you'll want to get in early, and you'll want to make sure you got your spot.
Yeah. So 2 things there. We got to shut it down because we have to have a final count so we can order a little certain something for you guys for your rally kits. Here's the other reason you don't want to sit on this one. Okay. Are we limiting this one, Nick?
Not necessarily, but at some point, if it sells well enough, we'll have to stop it.
Well, the reason for that, so I was asking if there was a number we were capping it at. Every time we cap it, it's not just for fun. It's not for shits and giggles. We capped Sprint 1 because you could only fit so many cars on the ferry. And even then, we still had an issue. And on Sprint 2, we have to cap it at 45 cars because there's only 45 parking spaces at the distillery we're going to. So this one, we're not going to cap how many people can register. However, here's what you're going to run into, and here's why you don't want to sit on this, okay? You're going to run into hotel issues.
Yep.
Now, they're blocking rooms for us in Atlanta. They're blocking rooms for us at Harrah's Casino. But when we're in Atlanta, not where we are at, but in the area, they're doing the Southeastern NHRA championships. So hotels are already getting booked out right now.
Like 100 miles away from the strip where it's happening.
Yeah. So they're blocking rooms for us, but because of the circumstances and the events going on in the city, what they're doing is they're blocking a certain number of rooms. And as those rooms fill up, they'll give us another block of rooms if they're available. Okay. When you get to Harrah's Casino, they're only blocking so many rooms there. Now, there's plenty of rooms right now, but that hotel has high rates because they sell out all the time. So that's why you're not going to want to sit on this one. That's why we may have to, at a certain point, cap it, because what will happen is we'll let you in the rally, but you're going to probably be fending for yourself for hotel, and you're going to have to, at that point, figure out how you're going to meet up with us every single morning for drivers' meetings and all that. What else, Nick? Anything?
The only other thing I would say is team names. When it comes to teams, the teams literally mean nothing other than
they mean bragging rights. They mean everything.
Yeah, other than bragging rights, and you get to be on a team with your buddies and your friends. But it's becoming a little much where we're sold out for like 2 weeks and people are still asking to switch teams. So they have the biggest team. So when you guys are on a team, if you want to switch, it's up to you. we don't care to be, which team you're on. If you're on team A and you want to be on team B, now you're on team B.
I care.
We care, but we don't care at the same time.
Listen, it doesn't mean anything on paper. Meaning you're not going to get like pulled up and here we have a custom shirt with your team name on it or anything. But I love it because it makes you guys competitive. It makes me competitive. I have a freaking Daytona, and all of a sudden, here comes this big Ram silver Daytona. I'm like, freaking, I'm on you and me, man. We're buddying up. We're freaking Team Daytona. So I'm all for the teams, but here's how it needs to be handled. When you registered, that's the team you're on. Okay? So plan ahead. Call your buddies. Hey, when we do this, this is the team we're going to do, and this is why we're doing it. And the girls at Hell Hath No Fury, they kicked y'all's asses this go around for sprint number 2. 14.
Yeah, they really did.
14. Okay. Brody was like, well, I gotta plan up my sleeves. Brody's on the sideline. Okay, sprint 2 sold out that quick, and these girls got 14 on their team. Okay. And we're also working on something special for you girls when you get there that day, by the way, because that's the biggest team we've ever had. Yeah.
So teams are cool. They're fun. We make the graphics for each team and we add the cars and stuff. It's really cool, especially when, you got like 4-door Mafia that's got a couple of trucks, a couple of 300s. And then, Drake jumped in, I think, with his Charger. So like, it's really cool, especially when there's like an eclectic mix of cars on teams. But, man, all this changing teams after the fact stuff, it's got to slow up some.
Well, it gets confusing because I try to keep up with you guys, and what happens is like then I'll post. I'm like, oh, okay, this team added number 5, and then I get like 300 hate messages. It's like, it's number 6, idiot. It's 6 now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I do my best to keep up with you guys, but just for that reason. So just know your team going into the event, and get it right next time. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's listen, this thing's going on sale tomorrow. Lock in your spot early. It is going to be so awesome. You are not going to want to miss this at all.
Yep. Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Atlanta Motor Speedway, Harrah's Casino, Tail of the Dragon, Atlanta Motor Speedway, Caffeine and Octane, Main Event, Autobahn, all that happening. So definitely check it out. Definitely don't sit on it because hotels will be an issue. And it's on sale in 12 hours.